Welcome to Inside the Booth. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you're all here tonight. Oh, how's everybody doing tonight? All right, we're going to get into some awesome stuff tonight, some controversial stuff. We do have a guest tonight. She's not here yet. I will put her up when she gets here. So before she gets here, I might as well just tell you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. All right. Share the channel. Share right now. And vanquish the like button. Hit it. Because we're going to be talking about some great stuff tonight. And if you like what we do here at Inside the Booth, don't you forget to help support us. And supporting us is also just by sharing and subscribing and vanquishing the like button and also doing that wonderful thing to that wonderful thing.
Want to ring the bell? All right. Ding, ding.
If you ding that bell, you get notified for upcoming events that happen every Sunday and Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we also randomly throw out some trailer reactions and things like that. Also, hello to everybody who is here. I'll say hello to Francis G. Happy Sunday. Yes, happy Sunday. Cool Gamer. Hello, everybody. Hello, Cool Gamer. And also, if you like what we do here, we also have this beautiful thing.
What is this place? What is it that you do here? Merchandising. Merchandising. Where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Don't forget that is one way to help support the channel. Plus, not only do we get a little kickback off of it, you also get a little something too to help us to share the channel. So www.insidetheboothtv.com/shop. Get a mug, get a neck gaiter, get something, and you'll be sporting stuff. And if you do buy stuff from us, please put the shirt on, take pictures, tag us in Twitter or in Facebook, and let us see you sporting our merchandise. That's fun stuff. Also, you can become a member here, join YouTube membership, or you can join us on Patreon for those who do not care for YouTube. You want to just support us through Patreon, because we also post these things over on Rumble. So that is one of the things we do as well. So yeah, hello Dale Cruz. What's up? And Lovett is going to be on very shortly. Here she comes. Hello.
Hi there.
How are ya?
Doing good. Little one is in his room trying to sleep, so.
So if you get up and leave, we know why.
Yes, I'll let you know ahead of time.
No, it's all good.
You doing good?
So, yeah, we're doing great. Get done promoting the channel, so that's out of the way. Yay! Get it out of the way. All right, so everybody, tonight we are going to do a devotional. We're also going to talk a little bit about The Chosen and the controversy surrounding The Chosen. Francis G says, hi, Brittany.
Yeah, that's my mother-in-law.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
What's up, Mama? Love it. The controversy surrounding The Chosen and how he handled it, how Dallas Jenkins handled it.
Mm-hmm.
And we are also going to, after all of that, we're also going to talk about our favorite franchises of the 80s and 90s and cool stuff, and seeing it kind of come back into,
Yes.
so that's cool. So I guess we can get into what's up, Mrs. Martin Muses, and what's up, Phil. How are ya? How are ya? So I guess let's get into the devotional first. I don't think nobody really needs to read along, do they? You know what? I don't know how my internet's gonna go, but let me share the screen anyways.
Yeah.
And if I start lagging, I will turn it off. How about that? Does that sound good? All right. Courage to stand for Jesus. And it's our daily bread. And today is, was it June 4th?
Yes.
All right. All right. So today's scripture is in John 13:36 through 38, 21:18 through 19. You guys can read the scriptures out of the Bible if you would like. I'm not going to, just because I don't feel like it, I guess. All right, so in AD 155, which that should be turned around, wouldn't it? 155
Yes.
AD.
Mhm.
Yeah, someone made a typo there. The early church, Father Polycarp. Polycarp? That sounds like a disease. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Or
Polycarp.
fish.
You're right. There you go. Was threatened with death by fire for his faith in Christ. He replied, "For 86 years, I have been his servant, and he has done me no wrong. And how can I now blaspheme my king who saved me?" Polycarp's response can be an inspiration for us when we face extreme trial because of our faith in Jesus.
Yeah.
And just hours before Jesus' death, Peter boldly pledged his alliance to Jesus. "I will lay down my life before you," and that's in John 13:37. Jesus, who knew Peter better than Peter knew himself, replied, "Very truly I tell you, before the rooster crows, you will disown me 3 times." So basically, deny him, like deny that he knows him. Is what that means. Disowning. I disown you. That's just like I don't know, like a weird word to use for today. Disown. Um, However, after Jesus' resurrection, the same person, Peter, one who denied him, began to serve him courageously and would eventually glorify him through his own death. So I guess the question is, are you a Polycarp or a Peter? Most of us, if we're honest, are more of a Peter with a courage outage, a failure to speak or act honorably as a believer in Jesus. Such occasions, whether in a classroom, boardroom, or break room, uh, needn't indubitably define us. Indubitably, I can't even say that word. Can you say that word?
Yeah.
There you go.
Indelibly.
Whatever. When those failures occur, we must prayerfully dust ourselves off and turn to Jesus, the one who died for us and lives for us. He'll help us be faithful to him and courageously live for him daily in difficult places. So I guess the question is, Brittany, who are you? Are you a Polycarp or a Peter? Would you
Oh my
deny
goodness.
Jesus in a public place with all these people staring you down? Let's say you're surrounded by woke people with the flags, Um,
No,
Would you
if they
get
asked me if
into-
I believed in Christ, I would still say yes.
Yeah,
So,
I think in my
um,
life, I also would say yes because
yeah.
we grow up. I mean, maybe 20 years ago, maybe when I was a teen or a young adult, maybe I would have been more intimidated.
Yeah.
Um, but as you're an adult and you're growing up, it's kind of hard to be intimidated. Like it's like I don't care anymore. I don't care about what people think. Whatever. I don't know about you. Um, and this beautiful platform here, it definitely gives you a little boldness as well.
Yeah, I'd say when I was younger, I would probably shy away from people talking outlandishly. I would just kind of walk away and stuff like that. I'm not too much of a warrior in that aspect, but if they confront me, I'm going to have to be honest. So,
Yeah, yeah, that's good. It's good to be that way. It does say reflect and pray when you need extra doses of courage to stand for Jesus. What do you find helpful in your witness for Him?
mhm.
Okay, so what do you find helpful?
Reading the Bible. Bible studies are really nice because you get fellowship with other people, and a different, not opinion, but a different kind of perspective of
Yeah.
the scripture. Um, I do need to work on the prayer life, of course, but
Don't we all? Don't we all? I mean,
yeah,
we're supposed to pray without ceasing. So there's times where I'm
yeah,
just like, it's. I mean, I don't know. Prayer life is different nowadays. Like when I was a kid growing up, prayer had to be like, oh dear heavenly Father up above, and blah. It had to be like long-winded and just like formal, I guess you could say. But I think prayer life is more of just talking to God too. Just like,
yes,
hey, God, what help me out today, or I got to do this. Because I mean, I don't think you have to sit there. I mean, it is good to sit there and just focus on Jesus at times. Like when you're by yourself and all you're doing is focusing on Him.
mhm,
So that type of prayer is good. But also, you can pray while you're just doing stuff.
yeah,
Like just yeah, I think you can do both.
mhm.
You don't have to do one or the other. You can do both, I think, or one of the other. It depends on how you're feeling in the moment.
Yeah. I got to be right back. He's
Yeah.
crying a bit, so.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. How do I bring her down? Not remove from stream. I don't want to. Okay. All right. So that's good. All right. I thought I deleted it altogether. I didn't delete it. Okay. Anonymous, what's up? How you doing? Be well and eat your sog. Your sog? Well, be well. What is remember Demolition Man? Uh I don't know what sog is, but Oh, the soil your be well and eat your soylent greens. Yes, soylent greens. All right, so that was the devotion. Thanks, guys, for tuning in for the devotion. It was fun. There is a little prayer afterwards. I'll say the prayer. It says, "Heavenly Father, forgive me when I shrink back into fear and betray you by my words or actions. I need your strength to live boldly as a believer in Jesus." And that's for those who need that prayer. Amen.
I'm back.
All right, you're back.
He just wanted some kisses and comfort.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how babies are. Now, how old is he?
He's 2.5.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Toddler.
Yeah.
I miss those times. Oh, I tell
Oh
you
my
what.
goodness.
My
Battling the
now,
emotional control and everything.
yeah. My twins are now 6, so
Aww.
man, it's there. Let me tell you what. My oldest son is 11, so he helps out a little bit too. So
Yeah.
that's always nice. Plus, he's more independent. He can do what He's
Oh
kind of got
my.
that. He's becoming almost a teenager, and it's like, oh, kind of scary, but
It
fun to
is.
see.
Seeing them grow up into little adults, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes. Yes. It's interesting. I love it though.
mhm.
All right, so let's talk about this beautiful thing um, about the chosen Dallas Jenkins. Since we are talking about standing up for Christ, that kind of works good for the devotion, and then now this,
Yeah.
there's a lot of controversy out there with the Leroy Jenkins thing because he is the director to The Chosen. For those who don't know, let me pull up a picture real quick. I guess there was this short video that he posted on social media where um, it was behind the scenes and they were filming, and on one of the cameras that they were using had a little small, I guess a 3-inch by 3-inch rainbow
Yeah.
flag. And so I guess that's where the controversy started and people started hating on him. So that's Leroy
Hmm.
Jenkins there. And here's the wonderful rainbow flag, woo, flying in the sky so high. Um, uh, you know, most people know my stance on homosexuality here on Inside the Booth. But, you know, when you're working with, like what he was talking about, when you're working with non-believers in Christ and people who don't, but people who are working because they need the money, and he's hiring these people and they are, what do you say, uh, freelance contracts or whatever.
Yeah. Contractors. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess this crew that he had that had the flag on his camera, I guess that's there all the time because that crew is not a believer in Jesus. Plus, he takes that with him. It's his own equipment. So
Yeah.
it's so when the controversy started happening, Leroy Jenkins didn't really want to touch on it. But I guess yesterday, um, I forgot that video. I think said like 23 hours ago or something like that. So it was yesterday. He decided to actually talk about it, um, and I should have put the video in the description below. But he goes on. If you go to the Chosen YouTube channel, you can find it there. He just went
Yeah.
on and talking about how it's not his place to tell people what to do and how to do things. He wants people to have freedom to express their own beliefs. Basically, he says he's got people in there that comes in with MAGA hats or with the F Joe Biden, on their shirts, and then he's got the opposite side, people with the
Mhm.
flags and all that stuff. So, I think it's nice that he's got that equal opportunity uh, business mindset,
Mhm.
because you really can't tell people how to be or what. I mean, he probably could because he owns the company, I guess you could say. But at the same time, it's like, why would he do that when he can get talent from everywhere and make it? And as long as these people follow by his vision, he's okay with it.
Yeah.
And
I
who
agree.
knows? Yeah, and who knows? Maybe these people will become Christians after they're done. Maybe they'll find Jesus and be like, well, I guess that was silly of me to have that flag on my camera. But you don't know. You don't know. And I'll be honest with everybody. The rainbow does not mean homosexual to begin with. The rainbow was a promise from God to Noah saying that he would not flood the earth again. So if
Yeah.
you don't know that, look up your history.
Mhm.
Um, so the rainbow really doesn't mean what everybody's saying it means right now. You know, I honestly am not offended by a rainbow. I obviously know, like in society nowadays, society knows what it means when somebody does have it. But
Yeah.
whenever I see it, I mean, why not walk up to someone and go, "Oh, you know that promise too, huh?" I mean, just kind of,
Oh,
why not?
clever.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know that promise too. Great, good. I'm glad. And they'll probably look at you like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Mm.
And then you can start talking about Jesus, tell them the Bible. So, well, um, Jesus isn't going to flood the earth again, but he did say he will burn it down. So,
Which is, I mean, which one would you rather prefer?
right.
It almost sounded nice when the first promise came along, and then when you realized it was going to be fire next, you're like, oh, maybe I'll take that
Right, yeah.
water again.
Yeah, at least I could build a boat,
Yeah,
and live another few
exactly.
days before I starve to death, or.
Yeah. And there is the problem with the world right now is that you can't really get away from anything. You'd have to live like a hermit just to stay
Yeah,
away from things. And so I like how he's being open ended, um, and keeping it open for everybody to experience because it can bring along fellowship, it can bring along change.
yeah, exactly.
And God has worked through many people, even unsaved people, to bring along his message. So he's following along with scripture.
Yeah, Anonymous says all he wants is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I know. Whatever happened to that pot of gold?
I know.
Have you ever tried to follow a rainbow, and every time you do, it like gets further away? It's like I'm
Yeah.
closer now. I know I am. This is
Yeah.
where it was.
When you're young, you give up easily. You're like, this is too far. And
Yeah,
then you're driving, you're like determination.
yeah. Let's try to find
It
that
just keeps
end of it.
getting further away.
Yeah. What the heck? Why is that?
Those leprechauns.
Yeah, that's fine. um, yeah. So no, you had a good point there. Keeping it open and stuff. Um, and you know what? Here at Inside the Booth, we still will watch The Chosen because it's good. If you've never seen it, go watch it. Um, we actually had a stream this morning. It was a beautiful stream with me and my brother. It was a crossover stream, so uh, we were streaming here on Inside the Booth and on his YouTube channel called The Prophetic Tongue. Uh,
Mhm.
and so that was fun. Got a few of his people on there, got a few of our people on there saying hello and stuff. So, I mean, if you guys want to know what we talked about this morning and you want to see the ghost, as we call him here and Inside the Booth,
Mhm.
uh, go check it out this morning's stream. It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed it, unfortunately. I was like, oh, it just ended. Dang it. It happens a
That's
lot with me.
that's all right. You're forgiven. You're forgiven.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Um, yeah. So I guess we can now go along and hit up some of our beautiful, lovely franchises that we loved as a child. Um,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I don't mind if all of you watching want to tell us what your favorite movies in the 80s and 90s and your franchises were back then. You know. Um, so I'll start because I went to a wonderful flea market today and I found some fun stuff to buy. Uh,
Ooh.
yep, this guy behind me here, he had
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, I'm not fond of the movie style, but
Mhm.
I mean, I guess it's okay. I guess I'm getting used to it now that it's been around for longer.
Mhm.
Um, I
I did
still like,
enjoy the cartoon.
yeah,
They rushed at the end, but it was enjoyable. The first
yeah,
two seasons.
okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s.
Mhm.
Oh, 80s and 90s, you should say. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the cartoon was awesome. They still make them, like but yet they're kind of making it new aged and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
They're all boxy. They're not real well
yeah,
defined.
they're kind of interesting to look at.
Yeah.
So here's a
Oh,
picture I
yeah.
found. So you got you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, you got Mr. T, you got Sylvester Stallone,
Transformers,
Transformers,
RoboCop. Yeah.
You got Back to the Future there in the back corner. Obviously, you got some horror movies. I'm not too fond of horror movies. I've never really watched them. But you got what is that? Jason. You got Freddy Krueger and that other guy. And
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Looks like Michael Jackson playing a zombie too there.
Oh yeah. The way they're standing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got one of my favorites, the Ghostbusters. So yeah, there's E.T. Phone Home. Obviously wrestling, WWF back in the old days. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So yeah, you got a lot of them there, which are fun. Now, another thing I did buy today was a bunch of Ghostbuster guys. Now these came out like a year or two ago, and when the new movie came out, and the new movie was supposed to come out, then the pandemic happened, but they still brought the toys out before the movie came out. So I think these ones were at Target for like $10, and well, that's basically what I paid for them at the flea market.
Yeah, I mean they did really good with them. Kept them realistic.
Yeah, and I bought all 4 of them. They were marked at 15, but the lady wanted to get rid of them. She goes, "I'll give them to you for $10 a piece." And I said, "Well, that's all right. That's how much they were in the store, so I'll do it."
Yeah.
So I got all 4. My favorite is Ray Stantz. He's one of my favorite Ghostbusters. Dan Aykroyd is one of my favorite comedian actors, even though he's always been more of a supportive actor, not really like the main show, Everybody's favorite was Peter Venkman. Well, most everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
If you wanted to be the cool guy,
was
the guy
get the ladies.
And then Egon Spengler.
Oh yes, Egon.
And I liked him. I liked him too.
Yeah.
And then Ray Stantz.
They all did really so well in that series.
They did. The 2 Ghostbusters 1 and 2 were one of the favorites. Everybody likes them the best. And then you had the Girl movie, 2016. Yeah. We don't really call that Ghostbusters. I call that Ghost Chasers or something. Ghost Hunters.
Fembusters.
Fem. Yeah. And then obviously the new movie that came out. You said you didn't see that one yet.
Haven't seen it. Yeah.
Ghostbusters Afterlife. Good movie. Good movie.
They it was. Back,
yeah. They brought back the 4 actors. Francis says hers is Egon. Egon, yeah.
He likes those geekies.
Yeah, you got the big nose with the glasses and the big hair that comes up. Yeah, I think the guy who played him, I think he's Jewish, or he was Jewish before he passed away. That's probably why he's got that big nose.
Or he could have been Italian,
That's true. Italians have that big nose too. Yeah. My brother's got that big nose. I didn't get that big nose. My nose is.
Oh, you're lucky.
My nose is different on this side from this side.
Yeah, he did pass away. That was really sad.
2 different people here. Yeah, he did. Yeah. So that's one of my favorite franchises. By the way, Tuesday is Ghostbuster Day, which means that's the day that the movie aired back in 1980. Oh goodness, I can't even remember what year it was. 1986. I think
Around there, yeah.
I think it was 86. I should know this. I'm a bigger Ghostbuster fan than
So everybody should go watch the
most of
2
my
movies, and maybe if you can, get the bonus of Afterlife.
That's right. That's right.
course.
And then they are coming out with the a new movie that they're filming, and I guess it's coming out in November. I think they said.
I haven't heard word of this one.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be called Ghostbusters Firehouse. So
Firehouse.
It's going to be about apparently that's where it's going to take place mostly. Is at the
I live under a rock, so.
Yeah. Harold Ramis was so talented. He was. He was a good actor. I liked a lot of his other movies too.
Yeah.
Stripes and Caddyshack. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Caddyshack.
Good movies. So another favorite of mine. Well, what's one of your favorites?
I was a Disney girl, so I really enjoyed The Little Mermaid. I had the whole VHS series that Disney released for the TV, and
So if you like The Little Mermaid, did you watch the new movie that came out?
no, I ain't touching that.
Are you gonna watch it or
10-foot pole? No way. It's totally against what The Little Mermaid was to me. So Reese has no part in it. I just think they just went away from the source material.
Well, of course.
Too much.
They want to make it for today,
Yeah, for modern women.
Modernized stuff.
Yeah. Don't goo and gaw over a guy. Don't be passive,
Yeah. I heard that was part of it, but then I heard other people's reviews, and they said that wasn't really the main issue of the movie. It was more of I guess the acting or something was one of the main issues, because everybody were robots and they didn't really know what to do or how to act. But that seems like a lot of these live action Disney movies nowadays.
Yeah, it's confusing. I'm sure the directors and the producers were making them go all different ways.
Yeah, I don't know
okay,
because
I'm here.
A cartoon is one way, and you can't do those expressions. Unless you're Jim Carrey, then you can do any.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, he was crazy in The Mask. That was insane.
That was fun.
Yeah. Another one, Transformers. I loved the series when I got to see it. That was great.
That's
Ghostbusters. That was I only got to see it in the 90s. I was born in late 80s, so a lot of the stuff I experienced was the 90s and 2000s. So
right. Okay, so what about did you know about G.I. Joe, He-Man?
Oh yeah, I knew about it. I just never got to experience it until
you
later.
Never really watched it. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I was born in 83, so I guess early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Disney needs to stop with the live action movies. Yes,
they do. They need to quit it.
I agree with that. I agree. I do like Rambo and I like Rocky. I don't know if you've ever seen those movies.
Oh yeah.
Franchises. I'm a Stallone fan. My brother's I think a bigger Stallone fan, or he used to be. I don't know about it anymore, but
yeah. I like Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. My mom was in love with Van Damme. She loves him. Jean-Claude
Van Damme.
That body, and his dance. It's
and Back to the Future, Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Was it Michael Fox? Mm-hmm. He needs prayer for sure. He needs. I think he needs to just find Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if he has him or not, has Jesus or not, but I think he needs Jesus. But I don't know. I watched some of his stuff, and he's fighting through that What's that called? Palsy or something?
It's Parkinson's. I
Parkinson's.
think.
Yeah. He's fighting that as much as he can, and I think it's good that he's fighting it. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
why let something happen to you and just let it happen? Like I think Robin Williams was diagnosed with Parkinson's or something. I think that's why he killed himself.
Oh.
So,
He was great talent too. I
He-
always enjoyed it when he was in movies. Jumanji, like that's one of my
Jumanji, yeah. Dale Cruz, he says Chuck Norris. Yes, Chuck
Oh
Norris.
yeah.
He was definitely a good
Yeah.
one.
Even Death fears Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Mm.
Goodness. I can't remember the name of the show that he was in.
Oh my God, Walker, Texas
Yes.
Ranger.
Yes.
God, I
one.
watched that religiously.
Did ya?
Enjoyed it. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. And then WWF when it was in its younger years,
yep,
my
yep.
family would play it. My brother is a hardcore
Oh yeah.
WWF person, and yeah, I just
know, it was-
remember many times of them playing like the little video games when it first came out.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the
Right.
old school.
And those action figures.
Oh my God, the pixelated. Oh,
Yeah. That's great. So with WWF, when it turned into WWE, I think I stopped watching. Or like I wasn't really into it anyways because I thought it was stupid looking. Like I would wrestle my brother and friends, but we and pretend to be like WWF, but
yeah.
we were. I wasn't really into it that much. I was more into like action movies and
Yeah.
I don't know. I was a different kid, you know. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, obviously we talked about that. That was one of my favorites. What do you think about that? Have you seen the commercial for the new movie?
Yes.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm worried.
You're worried? Yeah.
Just a little
I mean,
worried.
I know that April O'Neil in the original comic book, the very first one that they wrote, she was kind of like a black girl, I guess. But she wasn't really like black, and she wasn't short and fat. She wasn't ugly. She was.
Yeah, I think she was just kind of mixed, you know.
Yeah, I think she was a mixed white, half black, a mulatto, and I think she was pretty. You know, the way they drew her, it was like she was supposed to be a good-looking girl. You know. So, your mother
I liked Aladdin. That was. I really enjoyed that. An American Tale. That was like the Five Goes West and stuff.
Yeah. They used to have a cartoon with all the WWF wrestlers in the 80s. Ah, that's why some of the kids got into it, probably. If there was a cartoon about it. I don't think I ever watched a cartoon about it. Yeah. Who else is... Let me look. Let's look at this picture one more time.
Ooh,
see what else is in there.
Sure.
See what else is in there. Oh, E.T. Phone Home. You know, everybody liked E.T.
The A-Team.
The A-Team. There you go. Yeah, right there. Mr. T.
Yeah.
I think that was more 70s, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Late 70s, early 80s, I'd say.
And I guess the guy... Mr. T there, whose name is Mr. T. I don't know his real name.
Booker T. I don't know.
Anyways, I guess he still has the same haircut, and he still acts like that.
That's commitment right there.
Yeah, that is commitment. I'll never change.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen? How about RoboCop? You ever seen RoboCop?
Oh yeah, I saw the first and the second one.
Oh, that's cool. I liked RoboCop. That was cool.
The remake wasn't too bad. It really wasn't.
Oh, I didn't like
You
it.
didn't?
No. I don't know. It just wasn't the same to me.
Yeah.
Now with RoboCop, I don't know. Like all these movies are like. They were like the new thing back then, you know?
Yeah.
It's like nobody knows how to do that anymore. Nobody knows how to like create and make something like different. You know, it's hard. It's hard. Um, it was
It
called
is.
Hulk
It's
Hogan
hard to be
Rock
creative.
Wrestling. Oh, okay. So the WWF wrestling cartoon was called Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling. That sounds so dumb.
I
Honestly,
know.
that sounds like something Hulk Hogan would make up, and it
Yeah.
probably did. You know.
They're like, we have a couple $1 million to throw at you. What's your name?
Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling. Yeah, that's what it is. We're gonna play rock and roll music and wrestle. That's what we're doing.
You can't forget Bill and Ted's. I think that was in the 80s, right?
Yeah, 90s. I think.
90s, yeah. See,
Yeah.
got the 90s.
So yeah, but that was good. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. You know what is funny though? A lot of these cartoons that they say they're like 80s and stuff was more like early 90s. Like I don't know. I think people just, as younger people get older, they don't really know the time periods.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I remember that, Dale Cruz. They had the WWF wrestling ice cream bars.
Oh my
I
God.
forget what they looked like, but I do remember that. You know, to be honest, let me just do a real quick search and see if I can find it.
I bet I vaguely remember if they were on the, because ice cream truck would come by and they would have all these different ones.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I bet they were on it. Another one is Indiana Jones. That was really, really good.
Yes, Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. All I'm seeing is ice cream sandwiches. Oh, here's a bar.
Let me see
There
the
we go.
yummy.
Let me see here. Let's see if I can save this and show it. Here we go. Yeah, Indiana Jones. Love Indiana Jones. What do you think about them kind of changing it up a little bit? And people are not really liking the new movie. Even Harrison Ford.
Oh,
so there's ice cream wrestling.
The Hulkster.
So that is something from the ice cream truck, guys. I remember.
Oh, wow.
I remember
Yeah.
that one. Goodness.
That's cool. I'm like everybody else. They need to leave things alone. Come up with new ideas, new franchises.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Especially when it comes to, when it comes to like the old stuff and nostalgia. I think some things might work if you expand on it. Like they're doing with the Ghostbusters, they're expanding on it and keeping the old crew kind of in there a little bit, and not like what they did in 2016. That was one of the biggest flops in the history of the world, I think. So, and then after the 2016, when they decided to stop, see, what was nice about Sony Pictures is that when something didn't work, they stopped doing it. And they're like, well, let's wait 5 to 10 years. Disney doesn't do that. Disney takes things and they don't care. They'll just kind of reboot it, or keep going, even if it doesn't work. And they just, I don't know. It's just funny. It's weird.
Yeah, like I like what they did with the Hulk movie. But my favorite one was the one with Edward Norton in it. I enjoyed that one a lot more.
Did you?
He was so good. So good in it.
I heard that he had 2 other scripts that he wrote, but
Mhm.
the Marvel Studios, I guess, didn't like some of the scripts or something, or they wanted to change it. And Edward Norton said, "No, we're not changing it. Forget
Yeah.
it. I'm done." So he said, "Forget
Yeah.
it. He's done."
Yeah.
So it's it's kind of it sucks because that that Hulk was more, I don't know, gritty, more like I
Mhm.
don't know, darker, I guess you could say. It was
You could
kind of
just could
dark.
see the real him and his internal battle that he's having to
Right,
deal with the dual personality.
right, exactly.
Mhm.
Um, hey, Mom, how you doing?
Hi.
A little late there. That's all right. We forgive you. Jack Cruz says he liked the Young Guns movie. Yes, Young Guns is good.
Handguns, yeah.
Yep. That wasn't a franchise though. That was just one movie. But yeah, it's a good movie. I like westerns. Um, this is not in the 80s or 90s. It was, I think, more in the 60s and 70s. But I like
Mhm.
Clint Eastwood's franchise there.
Oh
Good, Bad,
yeah.
and the Ugly. What was it?
Mhm.
Fistful of
Dirty
something.
Harry.
Dirty Harry
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, he did
Um,
great.
yeah. Uh, I want to. One day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day, someday, um,
Mm.
they have uh, like um, toy figures that they made from Clint Eastwood's all his movies.
Oh,
They got like a figure for each movie.
you
I
need
want
to
to
get
get
one that has with the little pet monkey too.
right, exactly. I want to get one of those. Sylvester Stallone is putting out his own toy line, I guess, his
Good for
own
him.
collection figures.
Mhm.
And they look so good. Like you could, his face is like I
Yeah.
when it comes to action figures and toys, I get toys. They don't have to look exactly like, but when it comes to like collectibles, when the face looks like the person, it's like wow, man, that is
Yeah.
so cool. I
Spot
want that.
on.
Yeah, I want that
Yeah.
sitting on my shelf
Yeah.
behind me.
I'll spend money on that. I'm like, if
Yeah.
they look like them, I'm there. Yeah.
Yeah, but the only thing that sucks about those collectible figures is that they're like 300, $500.
Oh.
They're expensive. So anybody out there at Inside the Booth wants to help me buy some of those things, go ahead and leave me some money.
I'll just do some printouts and I'll be like the girl with the collage. I'm
Yeah,
like, I
there
got
you
it. It's right
Yeah, I
there.
got it. There you go.
It's
Just
all right.
posters are fine with me.
Oh yeah.
Um, Karate Kid, yes, Karate
So
Kid.
good. Yeah.
I liked Karate Kid. Cobra Kai.
Mhm.
They didn't reboot Karate Kid. They just kind of added to it, and Cobra Kai
Mhm.
did very well. When they did reboot Karate Kid, it did not do well. Um,
Mhm.
I mean that's unfortunate for Will Smith's son, because he was
Yeah.
the new Karate Kid that didn't work
Yeah.
out. Nobody liked it. Um, so, but Cobra Kai did well, so that's
Mhm.
good. But Karate Kid was good. It was a good movie. Um,
Catching
yeah,
the fly. Yeah, I remember that.
catching the fly, the wax on, wax off. I think
Oh
everybody knows the whole
gosh.
wax on, wax off thing all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, why am I
One.
painting the house like this? And then all of a sudden he's blocking the guy. Wait, wait, wait,
Mhm.
wait.
Yeah.
That's why you're
Practice.
painting the house.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I
I
mean,
I got
I
to
don't think
experience.
it works that way in reality.
Oh
Oh,
no.
go ahead. What were you gonna say? You got to experience
Um,
something?
I got to experience James Bond a lot when I was younger because my dad would come home and he would get the TV, so it's pretty much whatever he wanted to watch. If I wanted to watch, I would do it.
Right. Right.
So
No,
I saw a lot of James Bond. Yeah,
James Bond is good. It's good.
yeah, so
I think
good.
Sean Connery was probably one of the better James Bonds.
Mhm. Yeah,
And Pierce Brosnan, I like him as James Bond. The other guys, not so much.
yeah.
I didn't really like Daniel Craig as James Bond. I mean, I don't know if it was because it was Daniel Craig or if it was because the writing and the James Bond like had so much action going on. It was like it wasn't really James Bond.
Yeah, I mean, the old James Bond is smooth, confident, doesn't need to boast. But Daniel Craig was kind of a little punkish, you know. He just did things that were unnecessary just for the sake of it.
Right. But you know, I guess you got to go with the times, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, the GilkMan. I used to call him the Milkman. What's up, GilkMan? I went back and forth between Sir Sean Connery and Sir Roger Moore. He did
another good one,
yeah. He did all right. I still liked Pierce Brosnan better than.
Yeah, he was like more of a smooth one, you know, the smooth operator.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sean Connery was just a hairy, good-looking guy.
Yeah, roguish. Yeah.
He was
and I still get the ladies. Yep.
Even up until he died, he still got the ladies. No, I don't know if he did or not. But.
He was good. He was a good actor. I really enjoyed a lot of the films he was in.
Yeah, me too. Did you know he was asked to be? Who was he asked to be? Was it? In Lord of the Rings, he was asked to be one of the
Gandalf, I think, or Saruman.
Yeah,
I thought it was Gandalf.
It was one of them. Anyways, I don't really remember too much. I mean, you could probably go on YouTube and find it, but Dan wishes he could be like Sean Connery. I do. I would not like his voice, but that's fine. Definitely, if I had that body pizzazz or whatever, you know.
And you could be Sir Dan, you know.
That's right. So. That's right. Instead of Dan the Law.
Yeah.
That's fun. Sean Connery he was good. Here we go. He was asked to play Gandalf and Morpheus in The Matrix.
Wow.
Right, and right. That's why he didn't take the parts, because he didn't understand how to film it and stuff. Because he's old, and he was like, "What's a green screen? What's a blue screen?" So he took that. So he took that weird movie that what was it called?
The Invisible Man. What is it?
Yeah, what's that movie called?
It had Stuart Townsend in.
Yeah. I can't remember the name
of it.
God.
I only liked it because of Stuart Townsend.
Oh, yeah. I liked it for Sean Connery, really.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
There we go. My brain worked. No.
Oh, you didn't?
See?
Oh,
free hands.
Oh, woohoo.
Brain, woo.
Go brain. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
There were some parts that were good in that movie, though. It's like one of those guilty pleasure movies. You kind of watch it because it's kind of cool but cheesy at the same time.
Yeah. It's kind of like Queen of the Damned for me. That's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah. Nice. I don't know if I've even watched that one ever.
It's yeah.
Sounds pretty crazy.
I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah.
No, but that's all right. What else is there? Ghostbusters. Oh, Terminator. Everybody likes Terminator.
Oh yeah.
Can't forget about the Terminator, everybody.
I know.
Terminator 2 was the best out of all of them, I think.
T2, yeah.
That was better. Yeah. But of course, you wouldn't have T2 unless you had Terminator, the Terminator, and you wouldn't have. I don't know. Terminator 3 was just weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, that had Claire Danes in it, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was the woman Terminator or something.
Yeah, that was Claire Danes. Yeah.
And then I don't know. And then the Terminator just kept getting crappier and crappier every time. So that was. I mean, it was cool that they still had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, but at the same time, the story sucked.
We saw Genesis in theaters, and we were like, no.
Yeah. There's a couple of the cool, good ones too. We got the Police Academy franchise.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
Michael, the guy that does all the noises.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
Can't
love it.
remember his name.
Using Spaceballs. That's like my
Yeah,
all-time favorite.
It is. It
Oh my
is.
gosh. Yeah.
Oh man, Spaceballs. Can't go wrong with
Mhm.
that. One of my favorite movies. The Predator. Yes, the Predator.
Oh, I think Police Academy makes me think of Nerds. I don't know. Was that around?
Yes,
Nerds?
but I don't think it
Yeah.
was a franchise though. I think it was just like
I think they had
movie.
two.
They had
Yeah.
two. So I consider, what do you consider a franchise? I consider a franchise like 3 movies, and then all of a sudden you get merchandise and all that stuff that happens with it, and cartoons, and what would
Yeah.
you consider a franchise to
I
be?
would consider it 2 to 3 because T1 and T2 they started doing toys and figurines, and then did they do a cartoon series for that? I hope they didn't, but
They might have.
they might.
For some reason, I want to say that there was
Like a
some kind of
short-lived
cartoon for
Yeah.
it, but it wasn't that good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So yeah, I'd say 2 or more.
yeah. All right. So that's good. Revenge of the Nerds had more than 3 movies. Oh, really? Okay. I guess I don't remember.
They were
I'd
pretty
stopped
revengey.
after 1 or 2 or something. But yeah, there's Predator. Everybody loves Predator. No, I
Mhm.
like the look of the Predator too. It wasn't
Yeah.
really. I would call that what a thriller style movie, because it's not a horror movie, but it's kind of like a
Yeah.
horror movie. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
weird.
like a futuristic thriller, you know.
Yeah.
I like how he worked. Like Cameron made like a loop in there. It was really cool because the guy came back and made the guy that he's helping. It's just like a circle.
Right. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, you are the father.
And then there's Aliens, but that wasn't really a franchise, right? No, it was, because then they started making more movies.
Mhm.
Aliens versus Predator, things like that.
Mhm.
Now, I think I would consider that more of a horror style movie, even though
Yeah.
it was kind of a science fiction horror movie or something, right? Something like that.
Yeah, sci-fi horror. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch when I was younger. I couldn't really watch it too much, but
I mean, even as me getting older, it's like I can't really watch it.
yeah.
Goodness, I was gonna say something. Obviously, Star Wars. Star Wars is a big one. We
Can't go
do,
wrong.
We do Star Wars here and Inside the Booth. We talk about Star Wars constantly.
Gremlins.
The
Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Yeah.
Gremlins
Don't feed
was
them
kind
after
of silly.
midnight.
Yeah, right. It was kind of a tough movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of horror movies in the 80s. Yes, you're right. There was.
Mhm. It was action or horror. You had Arnold or
And then, you did have some comedies too, like the Police
Yeah.
Academy. You had Spaceballs, and I think I actually liked the comedies the best,
yeah.
to be honest, because they were, because it's kind of like even the parodies, like like Spaceballs. What's his name?
Yogurt.
Mel
Brooks.
Brooks. He
Yeah.
got permission to make fun of Star Wars,
Yeah.
and George Lucas was in on it. It would have been cool to see like a cameo of George Lucas.
Yeah,
like,
that would have
making
been
fun of his
cool.
own movies.
Yes, but he couldn't make any merchandise. That was
that's
the
only thing.
agreement.
That's why they did all that merchandise in the
Yeah.
movie.
It was throughout the movie. Yeah.
That's great. Merchandising, Beverly Hills Cop. Yes.
Yeah, that's a
Conan
good
the
one.
Barbarian. There's the one.
Yes, yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger one. Conan the Barbarian. Beverly Hill Cops. Yes, I liked Beverly Hill Cops. That was Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, pretty creative. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what would have been a good franchise, but they only had one movie. The Three Amigos.
Oh,
I'd love to
yes.
get those as like toy
Oh
figures.
my
Oh man,
gosh.
would that be a cool toy figure? The
Yeah, it
Three Amigos?
would. I like how they had the ponchos and they had the hats,
Right.
sombreros. They got into it.
They did. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
I would say like SNL in the late 70s and early 80s did drive a couple of the comedy movies that we saw.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think so.
I'd say.
I think
Yeah.
so. Even
Like
in
the Three Amigos and
even some in the '90s a little bit.
Mhm.
They had some good, like Chris Farley. He was great.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Beverly Hills Ninja. Saw that. Black Sheep. I saw a lot
Tommy
of
Boy.
crazy things.
Tommy Boy was probably the best one.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's early '90s, but we're still talking about '90s
Yeah.
movies. That would be a cool character to have as like a toy figures. Chris Farley is one of those guys.
Yeah.
It's Beverly Hills Ninja, you know.
Yep.
with
The ninja. Yeah.
the ninja clothes on. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got some ideas out there on the internet. So if you're famous and you're watching this, these ideas come from us. So
Big brain.
You're gonna have to send us those toys when you make them.
Yeah.
And say thanks
Free
for the
promotion.
Yep. Thanks for the ideas. Here's a toy. Here's your action figure. Here's your collectible action figure. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool. Love it. Well, I guess that's it for tonight. We already hit the hour mark, and yeah, that's cool. I was kind of afraid that I wasn't going to have anything to talk about because I was like, oh no, it's already Sunday. I didn't plan anything. Shoot. I don't know, my Sundays have been like that lately. I don't know why. Where I'm not really planning much and I'm just kind of winging everything. I got to get back into planning for Sundays, everybody, because, you know. But, yeah. Fun stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
great ideas in the comment sections. Some good ones I didn't think about.
Hey, thank you for interacting with us. I love it.
Yes.
That's the best thing is when everybody interacts. I didn't see Phil anymore. He would have talked about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a lot, but Phil stopped talking, so maybe he left.
Aww.
Come on, Phil. Come back.
Come on.
Leave it in the comments section down below. So, yeah, if you guys want to follow Brittany, Love It Forever After, or Love It Ever After. I don't know why I said forever.
Love It Forever works, yes.
Go in the description box below. I got her Twitter and her YouTube channel. So there you go. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ding the bell, vanquish the like button. All those wonderful things. If you like what you see here at Inside the Booth, tell your friends about us. Tell them they have to subscribe and, you know, help support us in any way possible. And if you cannot help support us financially, a good way to do it, because we're monetized now, is just to watch a bunch of videos and watch the commercials all the way through. We get 2 pennies. We get 2 cents from you. Give us your 2 cents.
Yeah.
And then you can leave, if you leave comments in the comment section, guys, remember that helps the algorithm. It pushes out the videos and saying, hey, these guys are good. So they push it out to other people saying, you might, if you like this, you might like these guys. So,
and you will like these guys, definitely.
You'll like us. You'll like us.
You like us. So you wax on or you wax off.
That's it. We're a bunch of nerds that love Jesus. That's about it.
Yeah.
We're nerds for Jesus and nerds for nerdy things.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Dale Cruz, by the way. Wing hugs to you, my friend. This morning was a good show. If you haven't seen this morning's show, go watch it. And if you want to see more of us, remember to ding the bell, subscribe to the channel. And we go live every Sunday and Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you, everybody. Have a good night. We love you all. And I need to play something to say goodbye with. Yeah. Last time I played my Clint Eastwood one because it's got Good, and Bad, and the Ugly. I was copyright. So I won't do that one.
Yeah.
I will do something else. Here you go. I'll do an oldie but a goodie. My brother's face as the gladiator guy.
Oh.